Hi everybody, this is Safia from Addiction, and I'm here today to list my top 3 Ranger pets in Guild Wars 2. First off, and this is very important, there's a Guild Wars 2 wiki online that has a list of pets, but those stats are incorrect. I am going by the pet stats that you see in-game at level 80, and if you're not level 80, just understand these numbers scale with your level. So there's a lot of different pets out there, and I know the choice can be very confusing. But when I go out solo farming, I want a pet that's going to be both durable and deadly. And for that, nothing beats these two fellows. Number 1 on my lineup is the Salamander Drake. The Salamander is a lethal tank with a great base toughness, and his regular skills plus his special ability, Fire Breath, delivers more overall damage per tick than any other pet out there. But there's even more to the Salamander than that. His regular ability, Tail Swipe, is a super combo finisher, turning pretty much every damage field out there into an area of effect, buff, debuff, or regen. This deadly combination makes the Salamander Drake pretty much an absolute must for any ranger, both solo and grouped. Next on my pet bar is the incredibly resilient and dangerous Morello. I get stopped all the time by people saying, "What the hell is that thing?" Well, he's actually a member of the bear family, and bears are excellent tanks. Besides a high base vitality, bears have in their regular lineup a regen and a 5-second damage suppressor, making them virtually unkillable. Now, on paper, the Arctodus does more base damage, but the Morello's special ability is a poison field, and combine that with the Ranger's bow skills, it becomes ridiculously deadly. This guy has no problem laying waste to victim after victim, and if you have Signet of Stone and with your utilities, you will pretty much never see him die. One more decent choice I'm going to mention is the dependable and devastating Lynx. The Lynx is a member of the feline family, and felines have the same base toughness as drakes. The precision heavy Lynx has an enormous 2,900 point bleed in his regular lineup, as well as a vulnerability attack. Combined with his special, Rending Pounce, which is an additional 3,000 point bleed, he is a nasty damage machine. His survivability is a little lower than the other two guys, but his sick damage more than makes up for that. And his leap is a combo finisher, which is going to give you a lot of extra regen inside of your healing spring. So when you're in the mood for a pet that's a bit more fuzzy and cute, the Lynx is an excellent choice. Now, when you're with a group doing dungeons, your pets don't have the same survivability because they don't know not to stand in the red stuff. So in those instances, you can't really worry too much on survivability and damage. Instead, you're better off with a pair of pets that are going to give your group some buffs. In this case, there's a few different choices, and depending on your needs, you can either send them in and out of fights, or just put them on passive and hit their special as it comes up, as long as you hit F3 to immediately call them back. Good choices for this would be the red and the blue Moa. The Moa has a good vitality and a 3,200 point AE heal as part of its regular lineup. In addition to that, the red Moa special is Furious Screech, which is going to give your entire group a full 15 seconds of fury. The blue Moa special, Protecting Screech, should give your group about 10 seconds of protection. However, lately, it's only been lasting 3 seconds. Now, I'm not sure if it's bugged, but I assume that it is, but it'll be useful once it's fixed. Also useful is the Fern Hound, who has an AE regeneration boon, the Jungle Stalker with an AE might boost, and the Brown Bear with an area condition cure. I also want to mention two pet families that you absolutely do not want at all. First is the Devourer Family. Now, these guys have the highest combined vitality and toughness, so you'd think that they'd be excellent tanks. But unfortunately, in their regular lineup, they have a skill called Retreat, which makes them burrow underground and run away. And since you don't want your tank ditching you and possibly aggroing more mobs while you're fighting, I cannot think of any time you would actually want to use this pet. Equally useless is the Boar family, another strong tank, but with a horribly wasted special ability, Forage, which makes one of those improvised weapons appear under their belly. Really, that's it. And yes, it makes no sense. So to count them down, my top pet choices are number 3, the amazingly high damage Lynx. Number 2, the tenacious and devastating Salamander. And my personal number 1 favorite, the crazy looking but completely unstoppable Morello. So that's it for my pet guide, and if you found it useful, won't you please click one of the boxes below to like it and share it with your friends. I'd appreciate it. Thank you for watching.